Hi everyone, Mr. N. Um, High school proficiency exam. Let's solve a few problems, starting with problem number 1. This is from Nevada Department of Education's website. There is a sample proficiency test made available for the public. Okay, problem number 1. Problem number 1 says simplify. Square root of 3 squared plus 3 squared. Alright, so what should be done? What should be done here? What can we do in order to solve this type of problems? And as you can see, you have the options, right? A, B, C, and D. And if you're not quite sure which one you can eliminate, and in this case, maybe a little bit, you know, hard to eliminate any one of them, well, go back to your problem. And the problem is talking about square roots, right? And I have 3 square root plus 3 square root. And what I'm asking you guys to do is to leave that 3 square root the same way it is and just combine them. Think about that you have to add, like, x squared plus x squared. What is x squared plus x squared? 2x squared, right? And why am I doing that is because I need that 3 squared, because eventually I will be able to simplify the whole expression. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Just think about it, this x squared plus x squared will be under the square root, right? So I have square root of x squared plus x squared will be square root of 2 times x squared. But do you remember in one of the previous problems I said if you have square root of a, b, right? This can be written as what? Square root of a times square root of b. This is one of the properties of square roots, or if you want, the properties of the laws of exponents, because a times b here, square root of that is actually ab to the power of 1/2, which, if you guys remember, will be a to the power of 1/2 times b to the power of 1/2, which actually is square root a times square root b. Okay, so let's get back to my problem here. Now, using this property, I can rewrite that square root of 2x squared as what? Square root 2 times square root of x squared. And let's bring that down here. Okay, but square root 2, not too much I can do about it, right? That's irreducible, is in its simplest form. However, square root of x squared is nothing else but x, right? So if you want to put it backwards, you can say this is x square root 2. And where did you guys start it? You started here. That square root of x squared plus x squared is nothing else but x square root 2. Well, our problem is square root of 3 squared plus 3 squared. Basically, instead of x, you have 3, which will, in the end, simplify to what? 3 square root 2. Why is that so? Because 3 squared plus 3 squared will give you 2 times 3 squared. So you'll have square root of 2 times 3 squared, right? Which will be equal to what? Square root 2 times square root of 3 squared. And the whole thing gets simplified to square root 2 times 3, or in the proper algebraic form here, you put the whole number first, and would be 3 square root 2. And that's the answer. You're going back to your options. B is going to be the right answer, and you're moving on. All right? Okay, see you on the next one.